Today I'm going to show you how to turn £30 into £110. It needs no knowledge, and also it's a great little way to start a side business if you've only got a small budget. It's not just a one-off, this is the way I do it every time, and I'm going to show you how I do it and also discuss what to look out for, the pros and cons, etc. So let's get down to it. I've been out and I've brought a Shark vacuum cleaner for £30 off Facebook Marketplace. It is working and it's not in too bad condition at all. The reason I spent £30 is because really that's the maximum that we're looking to spend. When you get the vacuum cleaner home, the first obvious thing would be to sit down and clean it up, inspect it, make sure it is working properly, probably replace any parts that need replacing so you're spending more money, and all this takes, a couple of hours by the time you're done. Only to put it onto Facebook Marketplace, be inundated with people saying, "Is this still available? Will you take 20 quid and can you deliver because I don't drive?" Using my method, we're going to rule out any of that. We're going to do it in less time and we're not going to be involving people that get on our nerves. So how are we going to do it? This is not a vacuum cleaner. Bear with me. It is a pile of very, very sought after parts. I'm going to make a little template on eBay and I'm going to sell each part on its own. This way it only takes me a few minutes to list each part and it's really, really easy. How much will I get? Let's break it down. These prices are after postage. The floor tool, I'm going to get £40 for that. The hose, £20. The body with the motor in it, £25. The wand, £10. The bin, now these don't sell very fast, but I'll hope to get £10 eventually for it. And finally the tools. They don't always come with a vacuum cleaner, but when they do, it's a nice little bonus. I'm going to hope to get £5 after postage. All of this added together gives you £110 after postage, making you £80 profit. Really positive things about doing it this way. You're not just dealing with your local area, you're sending stuff out to the whole of your country. You've got no bartering, and also you're not having to arrange your day around people coming to look at it and then not turn up. You can post things out when it's suitable for you. It doesn't take any real time, so you can work it around your children or your current job. Big thing for me, especially when you're first starting out as well, is that some of these parts sell really quick. The floor tool is going to get all of your money back that you paid for your vacuum cleaner, and I will be shocked if it doesn't sell within 1 or 2 days. And let's put all the money and everything to one side. The thing I love about this is that you're going to be making parts available for people to mend their vacuum cleaners. Some of the parts aren't available to buy new, and it means that less vacuum cleaners are going to be going into tips. It may be that you end up saving them from the tip, selling the parts to stop someone else putting their vacuum cleaner in the tip. It's amazing. Which brings me on to another thing as well. Don't always think that the vacuum cleaner has to be working. I've done it on a working model just as an example. However, let's say you buy a broken Shark for £10, £20 even, and the floor tool doesn't work. If you start learning about the vacuum cleaners, you might find that you can still sell parts from that floor tool that people are craving. Things like belts, the motor that turns the brush itself, the sole plate on the bottom, a piece of plastic that would be broken on someone else's vacuum. You cannot buy these things off Shark. So don't be put off by a broken one. You may be able to salvage the best bits and still sell the little parts and get even £80 still. My neighbour left an old Dyson out at the top of his drive. Silly man. I went to ask him if I could have it. More than happy for me to. I made £70 and that had a cream crackered motor. So it just shows you that not everything has to be working. Incidentally, if I'd have refurbished that Dyson, it'd have cost me like 100 quid and I'd probably only got 20 quid for it. So yeah, the method works. Don't be buying Aldi vacuum cleaners or Hoover vacuum cleaners, things like Henry, believe it or not. If Henry has got a problem with them, there's not many salvageable parts that's worth a lot. So yeah, just stick to Shark and Dyson for the time being. As you get into this as well, you will start to know your models, start to know what part sells for how much, and then get an idea of how much you can pay for that particular model. Things to totally avoid unless they're free are water damaged vacuums. You don't know what's going on inside. It becomes a headache and dangerous even trying to find out what's wrong with it. So yeah, just avoid them. If they're free, obviously, you can sell the hose and the handle and plastic parts. But yeah, don't go spending money on them, and just be careful with people that aren't telling you that it's been outside for ages. When you're selling your items, don't enter price wars, okay? It's easy to race to the lowest price. Don't battle out with other people on eBay, because when their part sells, your part is the only one available in most cases. Now, some of these parts, even if they can be bought from Shark, are quite expensive, and Shark run out of stock too. So sometimes I had a hose like the other week. I was selling the hose for £40 because Shark had run out of stock, and I had the only hose for that Shark model in the UK. It's a bit nasty of me overcharging in that way, but we're here to make money. So I turned a £20 vacuum cleaner into like £150. The hose sold straight away, so I got my money back straight away. There's no better time to do this either. eBay is now free to sell on for private sellers. Even if you have a business account, which you will have to if you start doing this regularly, the fees on selling appliance parts on eBay are probably the lowest out of every category going. I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions, or you just want to batter me, just put it in the comments and I'll try and reply as soon as I can for you. This help video is just that. It's here to help. I'm not trying to upset anyone, so I apologise to those people that do. I'm just trying to help people, and on this particular video, I feel like helping someone who might only have a few quid in the pocket to make a little bit more money every month is not a bad thing. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel. I do have some other videos on here to show you how to clean and repair the vacuum cleaners if ever you wish to get into that kind of thing.